Hi everybody, my name is Top. Today I would like to present Around the World in 80 Days. The first, we must to know the character of this story. The first, Phileas Fogg. Phileas Fogg, he is the gentleman enjoy in the simple life. Yes, he very rich man. And the next is Jean Passepartout. He come from Paris and came to England for the simple life too. Mr. Fix, he is the policeman. Alda, he grew up in Europe, but is for to marry an older child in the India. And for friend. Okay, let's begin about the story. In 1872, in the city of London, many prominent gentlemen gathered at the Reform Club. One of the gentlemen was Phileas Fogg. Fogg was in the handsome man with a silver blade. His only daily activity was reading newspaper and playing a card. Phileas Fogg lived alone in a mansion. He employed a single bullet. In fact, Fogg felt he is the current, but because he has brought him his shaving water at 84 degrees Fahrenheit, rather than 86, he employed Jean Passepartout to his new bullet. Fogg went to the Reform Club and played the card with his friend. They talking about the bank robber, and conversation lead to go to work. His friend didn't think a man can go around the world in 80 days, but he told can. The Fox accept the worker. For 20,000 pounds, he will receive for 40,000 pounds if he can go in the 80 days. Fogg and Passepartout left London by train at 8:45 p.m. A few days later, London Sheriff of Police was handed a telegraph. The telegraph was sent by the British detective named Fix. Mr. Fix has been set to sue to hunt for the thief. When he looked at the Passepartout, the police of Phileas Fogg matched the description of the thief exactly. On Friday, October 9, Fogg noted his arrival in Seoul, and that he had neither gain or lose any time. By the time he reached Bombay on October 20, it was 4:30 when the Mongolian landed. Fogg ordered Passepartout to be at the train station by 8 p.m. to catch the train to Calcutta. Fix realized too he would just have to keep the follow Fogg and Passepartout until the warrant arrived. Passepartout decided to look around the Bombay. He didn't know the Christian couldn't enter in the Indian temple, or that even the Indian must need to remove their shoe before go inside. Passepartout was knocked to the floor by 3 police. When he arrived at the train station, he was shoeless, hairless, and without their packet of clothes. At 8 p.m. on 22nd October, the train stopped. They were in the middle small village. Fogg bought the elephant for 2,000 pounds, and he hired a local Parsi man to guide them and the elephant to Allahabad. At 4 p.m. the next day, the elephant stopped moving. They found a possession of the Brahmin and a beautiful young woman. Her name's Auda. He will be burned with her dead husband. Fogg and Passepartout save her. On the train to Calcutta, Alda became too conscious. The train reached Calcutta at 7 a.m. There were 5 hours until the steamboat Rangoon left for the Hong Kong at noon. As Fogg and Passepartout left from the train, they were greeted by the several policemen. The judge told Fogg and Passepartout that they were being charged with the dislocation of the native channel. Fogg offered the dog. Mr. Fix followed them and observed of the boarding to the steamboat Lagoon. The trip from Calcutta to Hong Kong would take 10 to 12 days. Fogg went the search for our uncle and they landed. And her uncle had made a hub for two and returned to Holland 2 years ago. Fogg sent Passepartout to Connecticut to buy 3 tickets to Yokohama. Passepartout met Mr. Fix in front of Connecticut. Fix invited him at the tavern of a drink. As Passepartout didn't come by the next morning, Fogg decided that they would have to leave without him. Fogg and Alda met Mr. Fix and learned that Carnegie had sailed the night before. Fogg began to wander around the dock, searching for the vessel he could hide. He made a deal with the band boy and told Mr. Fix and could accompany that at no expense. Meanwhile, Passepartout rode to the Carnegie, which was just about to leave after a walk. He knew he would like to nothing one reached Japan. He followed and could at the Lake Arena. Batola decided to use him as clown. Passepartout's first performance with the long nose was in 3 p.m. He saw 2 familiar faces in the accident. Batuka demanded payment for breaking his human pyramid. Fogg handed him some money. Even then later, the General Grant entered San Francisco Bay. Fogg and the Austin arrived in America at 7 p.m. After breakfast the next morning, the train waited for 3 hours until the creature left. 3 days later, the train was under attack by wild seagulls native. Fogg and the other arrived in New York by 11 p.m. on 11. But the steamer, the China, has left for Liverpool just 45 minutes before they have arrived. The next morning, Fogg went down to the dock to find the ship and hide the territory. Fogg boarded the Hinter to meet the captain named Andrew Speedy. Fogg paid for Captain £2,000 for his passenger to travel with him to Liverpool. As soon Fogg boarded the Herita, he ordered the sailor to treat every bit for wood, for the cabin, for decks, and to burn to fill. 20 minutes before noon in December 21, Fogg and his companions went ashore at Liverpool dock. Phileas Fogg was put in the prison and hoped for a dance to get to London. Then at 30 minutes past 2, Fogg had the door and cold cell open. Fogg was a free man. Then he knocked Mr. Fix down with finger punch. I was 10 minutes to 9 when they stopped off train in London. Fogg and Alda went to the home later evening for an previous conversation with Alda. He wanted to marry with her. Fogg asked Passepartout to go to find Receive Samuel Wilson at the local church. He went to know if it was not too late to the schedule at the wedding ceremony for the next day at 33 minutes past 8. Passepartout staggered back to Fogg's house and told Fogg tomorrow was Sunday, is not Monday. Phileas Fogg jumped and into the club, went to the Reform Club, and the 57 seconds the doors opened as the clock ticked on its 60 seconds. Fogg stopped in. It was Phileas Fogg. He is the person from the concept day. Fogg won the wagon. He gained a day because the world moved westward. Yes, he has the Tower Easter in 80 days. And this story like that. And thank you for your attention. Goodbye.